Hello everyone, Geo here. I have tested several team setups in Unicorn Overlord and have now come up with the strongest team in the entire game. This specific team setup allows you to handle any enemy type. Such a feat is only possible by buying the endgame items in the Divine Shard Exchange. There's a link to all the Divine Shard locations in the description below this video. I'll also pin a comment in case someone misses it. The damage of my team is so high that I only need 2 damage dealers. The 2 clerics on my team are just there to give AP, healing, and buffs to my Griffin. Now let's get to the details of my team setup. I am currently using the Black Iron Axe since it has the highest base damage while giving 5% crit. Take note of Heaven Wyvern Reigns here, since this is the accessory that gives true strike to my hits. My Griffin Rider also does 20% more damage whenever her HP is full. I also have a Lapis Pendant equipped, so I proc true strike attacks twice in a row when my cleric buffs her. My Griffin Gambits are highly optimized to lower the HP of all enemies enough for my sellsword to chain kill them all in one go. Here's another endgame item. The White Cat Hood. The special thing about this accessory is that the recipient is allowed to attack immediately after receiving this buff, instead of having to wait for their turn again. I use the Cleric's Cane and Lapis Pendant in order to have enough passive power to use this skill. And for my other cleric, I use the Lyrical Wand that gives AP on Heal and Dancer Bracelet to buff my Griffin's attack. I threw on a dove plume for now, but you can also use a carnelian pendant for more heals. And finally, my generic sellsword. Berenice is also a very good sellsword. I use her on my other team, but I prefer Keen Growth over Precise since my Griffin has 2 true strike attacks. You can also just opt for a double offensive growth generic as well. My Gambits are optimized to use Killing Chain over Heavy Slash in order to do as much damage as possible. But Heavy Slash is still very good to use against armors. With 67 attack, my sellsword eats through them. The King's Blade and Medallion paired with Carnelian Pendant allows my sellsword to clear battles in just 1 round. Let's jump into another battle next. I prefer using the Port Boss here to stress test my damage. The Shamans and Gladiators here really push the limit on how far a team must go in order to one-round them. To add to that, this is on expert difficulty, of course. My Griffin Rider has the highest initiative. Therefore, they will attack first. My Cleric buffs them for 30% more attack. The accessory gives them 20% more attack as well, for an added 50% more attack on the first hit of the match. Then my second Cleric buffs my Griffin Rider for an immediate follow-up attack. The Gladiators all self-heal, but that's okay, because we have more than enough damage to dish out next. The Shaman lowers all my damage, so I have to compensate by simply doing more damage. And here comes our next AP buff, the Active Heal. This will allow our Griffin Rider to do yet another row attack. The best part of sellswords is that their follow-up skill also counts as a parry. So having them on the front line is actually a very smart idea. What's more, they get a shield on promotion. With the Glads finished, the Shaman can finally be strike down. I have more team builds to show, so subscribe to see them as soon as they release. And don't forget to like and share this video if it helped.